This is the Sunday Business Page with Jon Delano.
Good morning. I'm Jon Delano. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Business Page. And our very special guest this morning is Nate Honeycutt, who is a research fellow at FIRE, which is the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, based in our friendly city of Philadelphia. Nate, thank you very much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jon, for having me.
So I wanted to ask you first about what FIRE is, so that people have a good idea of what this organization is all about. What exactly is FIRE?
FIRE is a national free speech organization. So we firmly believe in the right of every American to be able to speak their mind. So we're fighting daily to protect free speech rights for all Americans. We have a special interest in students and faculty and others on campus, but we're also working to help and defend everyday Americans who may have been punished for some sort of expression.
And it really doesn't matter whether that expression is conservative or liberal, left wing or right wing, you defend everybody.
That's right. Yeah, we are very genuinely and proudly nonpartisan. So we have people that we help who are all over the political spectrum. So it's really neat to be able to work with such diverse groups.
What caught my attention was a survey that you did recently on college campuses, universities, and you essentially determined that business professors or those related to the business sector tend to be more open-minded about free speech than others. Can you explain what you found?
Yeah, so we conducted a large-scale survey of faculty across many universities to ask a whole bunch of questions about what they think about academic, free speech, whether or not they support controversial speakers, and then how they act on campus. Do they feel like they have to self-censor? Are they worried about losing their job? And we did find some very interesting differences comparing faculty between different areas. And so in particular, business faculty were a bit more supportive of these broader conceptualizations of academic freedom. They were less willing to impose restrictions. So like when it came to hate speech, they erred on the side of preferring not to censor speech, and whereas some in other academic disciplines kind of leaned a little more towards like, I'd rather err on the side of censoring too much rather than not enough to protect people from being hurt by speech.
Well, that's a very interesting, really, report on that, because there is an effort to censor free speech. And I think we ought to be clear. We're not talking about speech that promotes violation of the law, that is a criminal attack, harming someone, destroying public property. That kind of speech is not protected and ought not to be. But the ability to say outrageous things about me, and believe me, some people do, that's protected. I don't care whether you're on the far left or the far right. You're allowed to call me an idiot or whatever you want to call. And even if it hurts my feelings, oh, too bad. I mean, the bottom line is that free speech ought to be free no matter what, as long as you don't threaten to harm or hurt private individuals or property for that matter. I think that's pretty clear.
Yeah, I think so too, Jon. Kind of a saying that we often use here at FIRE is sunlight is the best disinfectant. It's good to have people be able to freely and openly speak their minds. And then at a minimum, you know where people stand and you can respond in kind with your own speech.
We only have a few seconds left, but let me just ask you, are universities really the hotbed of shutting down free speech these days?
Yeah, unfortunately, they are. We're seeing upticks and rising numbers of incidences on campus where speakers are shouted down or blocked from being able to give their presentations, where scholars, so faculty on campus, are increasingly being sanctioned for issues related to their speech, just saying things that get students or others offended and in an uproar. So it is an unfortunate trend that we're seeing.
Well, Nate Honeycutt, thank you so much for spending time with us. Nate is from FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. Thank you, sir, for spending time with us today. It's a fascinating subject, and we could go on, but I very much appreciate you being with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me, John.
And thank you for watching this edition of the Sunday Business Page. Have a great Sunday, everybody.